Ladies and gentlemen, as women, especially in today's hyper-connected world, we are constantly under the radar. Everyone wants to know everything about us, our plans, our relationships, and even our deepest emotions. But let me tell you this, an intelligent woman knows the power of discretion. She knows there are 3 things she must keep private at any cost. Personal growth is a deeply personal and transformative journey that shapes who we are and who we aspire to be. It is not something that can be rushed, nor is it a process that thrives under the harsh scrutiny of external opinions. Growth is a delicate and often unpredictable journey, much like the nurturing of a seed into a strong, resilient tree. It requires time, patience, and most importantly, privacy. When we allow others into the most vulnerable corners of our growth, we risk exposing the fragile roots of our transformation to negativity, doubt, and unnecessary judgment. The process of growth is messy, filled with trial and error, and often accompanied by setbacks and self-doubt. It is during these moments that we are learning the most about ourselves, what we want, what we need, and how we plan to get there. Sharing every stumble, every mistake, and every misstep with the world opens us up to criticism and judgment that can derail our progress. Opinions and unsolicited advice can cloud our judgment, leaving us second-guessing decisions we were once confident about. The truth is, growth is not always meant to be shared or explained. It is something that unfolds within us, away from prying eyes, where we can process and reflect without external interference. Personal growth often involves facing our deepest fears, insecurities, and traumas. These are not things to be put on display for others to dissect or comment on. The moments of vulnerability that accompany real growth are sacred. They are the spaces where we confront our innermost selves. To open these moments to the world would be to invite unnecessary scrutiny and opinions into an already challenging process. Protecting these experiences allows us to feel safe in our growth, knowing that our mistakes and breakthroughs are ours alone to understand and learn from. Privacy also allows us to experiment freely, to explore different aspects of ourselves without the pressure of being observed. Growth is not linear, nor is it always graceful. It is filled with experiments, some of which will fail, and others that will flourish. The freedom to try, fail, and try again without judgment is what makes growth possible. When we share too much of this journey with others, we inadvertently subject ourselves to their expectations and judgments. Instead of focusing on what feels right for us, we may find ourselves conforming to what others think we should do or who they think we should be. Another significant aspect of personal growth is the development of resilience and self-trust. These qualities are built in moments of quiet reflection, in the solitude where we learn to rely on ourselves and our instincts. When we share every aspect of our journey with others, we risk diluting these moments of self-reliance. We may begin to seek validation from external sources instead of finding it within ourselves. Growth is as much about learning to trust ourselves as it is about becoming the best version of ourselves. It is about discovering that we have the strength, wisdom, and courage to navigate life's challenges on our own terms. Personal growth is deeply tied to authenticity. When we prioritize privacy, we give ourselves the space to explore who we truly are, without the influence of external expectations. It is in this private space that we can experiment with our thoughts, beliefs, and values, refining them into a clear and authentic sense of self. By keeping our growth private, we allow ourselves to evolve naturally, without feeling the need to perform or prove anything to anyone. It is in this authenticity that we find true freedom and empowerment. Personal growth, therefore, thrives in the quiet moments of introspection, away from the noise of the world. Protecting the privacy of our journey is not just a choice but a necessity, as it creates the fertile ground where true transformation can take root and flourish. Relationships are some of the most precious and meaningful connections we have in life, and they thrive on trust, respect, and understanding. These bonds, whether romantic, familial, or platonic, form the foundation of our emotional well-being and contribute significantly to our personal happiness. Yet for all their importance, relationships are also fragile, requiring care and attention to grow and remain healthy. One of the most crucial ways to protect and nurture these connections is through maintaining a sense of privacy. While the modern world often glorifies the sharing of every detail, intelligent discretion can be the key to preserving the sanctity of our relationships. When a relationship is shared too openly with the world, it often becomes vulnerable to external influences. Opinions, judgments, and unsolicited advice from others can seep into the bond, creating unnecessary tension or confusion. What may have been a private disagreement between two people can quickly escalate when others get involved, offering perspectives that may not align with the truth of the situation. The more we invite external voices into our relationships, the harder it becomes to focus on the genuine connection between the people involved. This interference can erode the trust and intimacy that are so vital to a healthy relationship. Privacy in relationships is not about secrecy, it's about creating a safe and protected space where the connection can thrive without distraction. It allows partners, friends, or family members to communicate openly and honestly without fear of judgment or exposure. When every interaction or moment is shared with the world, the authenticity of the relationship can begin to wane. People may feel pressure to present a curated version of their bond, one that looks perfect or impressive to outsiders, rather than focusing on the real and sometimes imperfect dynamics that make the relationship meaningful. Keeping certain aspects private allows the connection to remain authentic, grounded in reality rather than shaped by external expectations. Privacy in relationships fosters a sense of intimacy that cannot be replicated when others are constantly involved. Intimacy is built on vulnerability, on the ability to share thoughts, feelings, and experiences that are deeply personal. This kind of closeness is only possible when there is mutual trust and respect, both of which are strengthened when the relationship is kept private. Knowing that the bond is protected from prying eyes creates a sense of safety and comfort, encouraging deeper emotional connections. It's in this privacy that the true strength of the relationship can flourish. Relationships often involve challenges and conflicts, as no connection is without its ups and downs. These moments of difficulty are natural and can even strengthen the bond when handled with care. However, when these challenges are exposed to others, they can become amplified or misinterpreted. Outsiders may take sides, offer biased opinions, or make assumptions that complicate the situation further. By keeping conflicts private, those involved can work through their issues in a way that feels right for them, without the added pressure of external judgments or advice. This approach not only protects the relationship, but also encourages growth and understanding between the people involved. Another significant benefit of maintaining privacy in relationships is the preservation of individuality within the connection. While relationships are about partnership and togetherness, they are also about respecting each person's autonomy. Privacy ensures that each individual's voice, feelings, and experiences remain central to the bond. Without being overshadowed by the opinions or expectations of others, it allows the relationship to evolve naturally, shaped by the unique dynamics of those involved rather than external influences. Keeping a relationship private is a way of honoring and valuing the connection. It is a statement of respect, a way of saying that this bond is too important to be put on display or subject to unnecessary scrutiny. It's a reminder that some things are meant to be cherished quietly, away from the noise of the world. By choosing to protect the privacy of a relationship, we create a foundation of trust, intimacy, and authenticity that allows the bond to grow and thrive in a meaningful and lasting way. Dreams and ambitions are some of the most personal and powerful elements of an individual's journey. They reflect our deepest desires, our highest aspirations, and the vision we hold for our lives. These goals often require courage, persistence, and an unwavering belief in oneself to achieve. That's why keeping them private, at least until they take form, is essential for nurturing their potential and ensuring they flourish into reality. When we openly share our dreams, especially in their infancy, we expose them to the opinions and judgments of others. While some may be supportive, others may project their fears, insecurities, or limitations onto our aspirations. This can be discouraging, planting seeds of doubt where there was once confidence. Even well-meaning advice can sometimes derail our focus, causing us to question our abilities or alter our goals in ways that don't align with our true intentions. By keeping our dreams private, we shield them from these external influences, allowing them to grow in a protected environment. Privacy also allows us the freedom to experiment and take risks without the fear of failure being public. Every ambitious pursuit involves a process of trial and error, moments of progress interspersed with setbacks. These experiences are a natural and necessary part of growth, but they can feel far more daunting when conducted under the watchful eyes of others. When we share our ambitions prematurely, we may feel pressured to meet expectations or present an image of success, even when we are still figuring things out. This pressure can stifle creativity and lead us to make decisions based on what others might think, rather than what truly resonates with us. Keeping our aspirations private gives us the space to explore, pivot, and refine our plans without external judgment. Another reason to guard our dreams is the importance of maintaining focus. Achieving any meaningful goal requires concentration, discipline, and effort. Sharing our ambitions too widely can invite distractions in the form of questions, opinions, or unsolicited advice. The energy spent explaining, defending, or justifying our goals could instead be channeled into taking tangible steps toward achieving them. Privacy allows us to remain focused on the work at hand, free from the noise of external commentary. It helps us stay grounded in our purpose, ensuring that our actions align with our vision rather than being swayed by the expectations or doubts of others. Sharing our dreams too soon can sometimes create a false sense of accomplishment. Talking about our aspirations, especially to a wide audience, can trigger feelings of validation or recognition, even before we've taken significant steps toward achieving them. This premature sense of satisfaction can reduce the motivation to put in the hard work necessary to turn those dreams into reality. By keeping our ambitions private, we maintain a sense of accountability and urgency, ensuring that our focus remains on the process rather than the perception. It's also worth noting that dreams often evolve over time. What begins as a clear goal may shift and adapt as we gain experience, learn new things, or encounter unexpected opportunities. When we share our ambitions too early, we may feel obligated to stick to the version we've already shared, even if it no longer aligns with our evolving vision. This rigidity can limit our growth and prevent us from fully embracing the possibilities that come our way. Privacy allows us the flexibility to let our dreams take shape organically, adapting to new insights and circumstances without feeling confined by prior declarations. Protecting our ambitions also nurtures a sense of inner confidence. When we choose to keep our dreams private, we signal to ourselves that we trust our instincts and capabilities. This self-reliance is empowering, reinforcing the belief that we are capable of achieving our goals on our terms. It eliminates the need for external validation, allowing us to draw strength from within and remain steadfast in the face of challenges. Keeping our dreams and ambitions private is not about hiding them out of fear or secrecy. It is about creating a safe, sacred space where they can grow, free from the noise and interference of the outside world. It is about honoring the process, respecting the journey, and protecting the passion and determination that fuel our aspirations. Privacy allows us to nurture our dreams in a way that ensures they remain true to our vision, giving them the best possible chance to thrive and become a reality. Emotional struggles are an inevitable part of life, shaping how we grow, adapt, and understand ourselves on a deeper level. These struggles, while challenging, carry profound lessons and opportunities for self-discovery. However, the way we approach and handle these struggles can make all the difference in how we emerge from them. One of the most powerful choices we can make is to keep our emotional struggles private, not as a way of avoiding help or support, but as a way of protecting our inner world from unnecessary interference. and allowing ourselves the space to process and heal. Emotional struggles are deeply personal. They are often rooted in our unique experiences, past traumas, and inner thoughts, factors that others may not fully understand. When we openly share these struggles with too many people, we risk exposing our vulnerabilities to opinions, judgments, and assumptions that may not align with our truth. People often view our struggles through the lens of their own experiences, which can lead to misunderstandings or advice that isn't relevant to our situation. By keeping these best private, we maintain control over how we process them, ensuring that the solutions we seek are genuine and tailored to our needs, rather than shaped by the influence of others. There's also an undeniable strength in working through emotional challenges privately. Privacy creates a safe space where we can confront our feelings without fear of judgment or misinterpretation. It allows us to sit with our emotions, analyze them, and understand the root causes of our struggles. This introspection is a powerful tool for growth, enabling us to develop resilience and a deeper connection with ourselves. When we share these moments prematurely or with the wrong audience, we risk externalizing the struggle in ways that prevent us from fully engaging with it. Instead of finding clarity, we might become overwhelmed by the perspectives and opinions of others, losing sight of our own emotions in the process. Privacy in emotional struggles provides an opportunity for personal empowerment. It is during these quiet moments of reflection that we learn to rely on our inner strength and wisdom. We discover our ability to navigate challenges independently, building confidence in our capacity to overcome adversity. This sense of self-reliance is invaluable, as it reinforces the belief that we are capable of handling life's difficulties without constantly seeking external validation or approval. It is not about isolating ourselves, but about prioritizing our own voice in the process of healing and growth. Sharing our struggles with others also carries the risk of misrepresentation. Emotional challenges are often complex and multi-layered, and it's difficult to convey the full depth of what we're experiencing to someone else. This can lead to oversimplifications or misunderstandings, where our struggles are either minimized or blown out of proportion. In some cases, others might unintentionally project their own fears or biases onto our situation, steering the conversation in directions that are unhelpful or even harmful. Keeping these struggles private ensures that we remain the primary narrator of our story, allowing us to process our emotions in a way that feels authentic and meaningful to us. Emotional struggles often require time to unravel. The process of healing and understanding doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey that unfolds gradually. When we share our struggles prematurely, we may feel pressured to present progress or resolution even when we're not ready. This can lead to unnecessary stress and a sense of performing our healing for others rather than genuinely experiencing it. Privacy, on the other hand, removes this pressure, giving us the freedom to heal at our own pace. It allows us to experience our emotions fully without the added weight of external expectations or the need to provide updates on our progress. Keeping emotional struggles private also protects our energy. Sharing our challenges too widely can invite unnecessary drama, gossip, or speculation, which can be draining and counterproductive. When we focus on processing our emotions privately, we can channel our energy into meaningful actions that support our healing and growth. This focused approach ensures that we remain grounded, prioritizing our well-being over the need to explain or justify our emotions to others. Privacy in emotional struggles fosters a sense of dignity and self-respect. It is a way of honoring our experiences and recognizing that not every moment of pain or vulnerability needs to be shared. Some battles are meant to be fought quietly, allowing us to emerge stronger and more self-assured on the other side. By keeping these struggles private, we demonstrate a commitment to ourselves, acknowledging that our healing is a personal journey that deserves care, patience, and protection. In the end, emotional struggles are deeply intimate experiences that hold the potential to transform us in profound ways. When we choose to navigate them privately, we create a space for genuine reflection, growth, and empowerment, ensuring that we emerge from these challenges stronger and more in tune with ourselves. Self-worth is the foundation upon which we build our confidence, decisions, and relationships. It is the internal compass that guides how we perceive ourselves and dictates the standards we set for the treatment we expect from others. Understanding and cultivating self-worth is not just an act of self-care, it is a fundamental element of living a fulfilled and authentic life. However, self-worth is deeply personal, and protecting it requires a deliberate commitment to privacy. By keeping certain aspects of our lives private, we preserve the sacredness of our self-worth and create a boundary that fosters our emotional well-being. One of the key aspects of self-worth is recognizing that not everything about us needs to be shared with the world. In today's era of oversharing, where social validation is often sought through likes, comments, and attention, it's easy to fall into the trap of equating external approval with internal value. But self-worth doesn't depend on what others think of us. It is rooted in how we view and value ourselves. Similarly, when we share too much of our personal lives, thoughts, or struggles, we open ourselves up to judgments, criticisms, or comparisons that can undermine our confidence. By keeping parts of our lives private, we shield our sense of self-worth from the fluctuations of external opinions. Privacy also allows us to define ourselves on our own terms, free from the influence of others. When we seek validation or share too openly, we risk letting others' reactions shape how we feel about ourselves. Their approval or disapproval can become a mirror that reflects back a distorted version of who we are. True self-worth comes from within. It is the quiet confidence that exists even when no one is watching. By maintaining privacy, we take control of our narrative, ensuring that our self-esteem is built on our own beliefs, values, and achievements, rather than on external validation. Another important element of self-worth is the ability to set boundaries. Boundaries are a reflection of how much we value ourselves and the energy we allow into our lives. When we freely share every detail of our personal experiences, we blur the lines between what belongs to us and what we allow others to access. This lack of boundaries can lead to feelings of vulnerability, insecurity, or even resentment when our openness is not met with the respect it deserves. Choosing to keep certain things private is a powerful way of affirming our self-worth, as it signals to ourselves and others that our thoughts, emotions, and experiences are valuable and not to be treated casually. Self-worth also grows in the quiet spaces of self-reflection, where we can connect with our true selves without distraction. Privacy gives us the freedom to explore who we are, what we want, and what we stand for without the noise of external influences. It allows us to confront our fears. These moments of introspection are crucial for building a strong sense of self, as they help us understand our intrinsic value and reinforce our belief in our own abilities. Protecting our privacy helps us maintain a sense of dignity and self-respect. There is power in knowing that not everything about us is available for public consumption. When we choose to share selectively, we assert our autonomy and protect the aspects of ourselves that are most sacred. This intentionality fosters a sense of pride in who we are and reminds us that our worth is not dependent on how much of ourselves we put on display. Instead, it is a quiet, unshakable confidence that comes from within. Privacy also allows us to navigate challenges and setbacks in a way that preserves our sense of self-worth. Everyone experiences failures and struggles, but these moments don't define who we are. When we share our challenges too openly, we risk being defined by them in the eyes of others, which can impact how we perceive ourselves. Keeping these experiences private gives us the space to process, learn, and grow without the added pressure of public scrutiny. It allows us to separate our worth from our circumstances, reinforcing the belief that we are valuable regardless of what we are going through. Self-worth is deeply tied to the idea of exclusivity. When we recognize our value, we understand that not everyone is entitled to access every part of us. This is not about being secretive or guarded, but about honoring ourselves enough to protect what is most personal and meaningful. By keeping certain aspects of our lives private, we cultivate a sense of exclusivity that reinforces our self-respect. It's a way of saying, I value myself enough to share only with those who truly matter and deserve to know. In essence, privacy is not just a boundary, it is a declaration of self-worth. It is a way of affirming that we are enough just as we are, and that our value does not need to be measured by external attention or validation. By protecting our inner world, we create a space where self-worth can thrive, grounded in authenticity, dignity, and unwavering confidence.